Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Thursday and welcome today to something that we must explore actually, that almost every human being experiences and many a times silently. And what is that? It's confusion. Now, confusion is very exhausting. Not because we don't know the answer, but because somewhere inside, we are trying to move in two opposite directions at the same time. You may have noticed this in your own life too. You want to leave a relationship, but you also want the relationship to magically change. You want financial abundance. Yet every time an opportunity arrives, your fear whispers, what if I fail? What if I lose money? What if this is not safe? Yeah. You may pray for expansion, but unconsciously hold on to the limitations. That is confusion. Maybe you wish to start a new venture or a new job opportunity. One part of you may say that, okay, this is my calling. But another part of you says, who am I to do this? Or can I really do this challenging job or venture? So one day, you move forward enthusiastically. And the very next day, you may withdraw completely. So, what are the signals that we are sending out to the universe? The universe receives both signals. Move, don't move. Trust, don't trust. Open, close. And then we wonder why life seems so inconsistent. Why opportunities appear and disappear. Why relationships feel uncertain. Why we remain stuck in the waiting room of life. Yeah? Does that happen to us? I can have a thumbs up for that if it happens to us. All the confusion that we create in our minds. Yeah. Thank you. So, confusion also often masquerades itself as overthinking. Sometimes we call it being practical. Sometimes we call it keeping options open. But many a times, confusion is simply fear, which is dressed up as wisdom. We postpone decisions because choosing one path means letting go of another. Yeah? We wait for all conflicts to disappear before taking an action. Okay, let this sort out, let this sort out, let this sort out, then I will do this. But clarity rarely arrives while we stand frozen. It can't, we are stuck. Clarity only arrives when we become willing to see honestly. So many a times, I think I've given this example of myself, that over my whole journey of life till now, I always have asked myself two questions, what's the worst that can happen? Or if I have two options, one goes this way, which will lead to this and this and this, And the other one is here, where it can, be where I am, or maybe remain in this forever. This is challenging. This is safe. So what will happen? Okay, let me choose the challenge. Now, when I choose challenge, there will be two options again. That I continue fighting the challenges, or facing the challenges, or solving the challenges, or I crack and bow down. So the person who is inside me, let's say my subconscious or my higher consciousness, tells me that you've chosen a challenge, why don't you go ahead? I've chosen the challenge. Now it can go right, it can go wrong. If it goes right, then it will lead to this, this, this. If it goes wrong, this is what can happen. So the mind really gives you that clarity when you choose to go ahead with it. And believe you me, that has been my go-to path whenever I have to take or make or bring about changes or move forward to take up challenges in every sphere of life. So clarity arrives when we become, as I said, willing to see things honestly. That is the time to ask yourself, what do I truly want? What am I afraid of? Which voice belongs to my soul and which belongs to my fear? So, there are many, many aspects of life that you may be confused about. It may be a relationship, a career decision, a health challenge, a family issue, a spiritual path, a little transition in terms of the phase of life, or even your own identity. And that is all right. Because confusion is not failure. Confusion is simply a signal. It is an invitation from consciousness saying, pause. Something within you is divided. So let's find a solution for it. So today's recitation is not about forcing answers. It's about creating that inner coherence so that the flow moves smoothly for you. When our thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and intentions begin speaking the same language, clarity naturally emerges. Yeah? So your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and intentions are all aligned or synchronized or creating a path after sorting out all the questions in the mind. The clarity always will emerge. And then clarity itself becomes magnetic, because once you have the clarity, then you're ready to go. Literally, the energy changes, your mood changes, your ability to accept challenges changes, your thought process changes, and you start, without realizing, attracting magnetically opportunities or reasons for things to open up for you. Because, why does this happen? Because the universe responds most powerfully when our energy is aligned. That we all know, but we keep needing reminders about it. So today we are not asking for outcomes. What are we asking for? Clarity. Because clarity creates outcomes. Correct? So currently, just take a gentle breath and place your hand upon your heart and silently ask yourself, with your eyes closed, dear higher consciousness, Help me see clarity what I need to see. Help me see clearly what I need to see. Yeah? So now that you've asked your higher consciousness to help you see clearly what you need to see, to give you clarity for what you need to see, keep that intention in mind. Sit comfortably. Keep your spine gently erect. Close your eyes. And I'll do a count of 4, 4, and 6 for the inhale and exhale. You do it yourself. Inhale deeply through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Again. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale clarity. Hold awareness. Exhale confusion. Do it at your own pace. Inhale clarity. Hold awareness. Exhale confusion. Once more. Inhale clarity. Hold awareness. Exhale confusion. Now continue at your own pace. With every exhalation, imagine mental fog dissolving. Allow yourself to soften. Allow yourself to become available to truth. Inhale, hold, exhale. See all the mental fog being released. See yourself becoming available to truth. Return to normal breathing. Invoke your healing masters, healing guides, healing angels, your higher consciousness, radical consciousness, love consciousness, prosperity consciousness, your teachers, mentors, gurus, and guides. Seek their blessings, seek their support, seek their guidance, and seek their partnership to help you continue your journey of life, awakening clarity as a reason for growth, as you continue to connect to the eternal consciousness and the prime resource energy. Collect all your personal thoughts wherever they are scattered in the universe. See them, feel them entering you, centering you. And when you feel centered, take another deep breath to allow yourself the intention of making truth and clarity your partner today as you recite with me or after me. With soul's love, I transform and transcend confusion in all areas of my life. With soul's love, I transform and transcend confusion in all areas of my life. With soul's love, I transform and transcend confusion in all areas of my life. With soul's love, I transform and transcend fear disguised as indecision. With soul's love, I transform and transcend fear disguised as indecision. With soul's love, I transform and transcend fear disguised as indecision. With soul's love, I transform and transcend conflicting thoughts and energies. With soul's love, I transform and transcend conflicting thoughts and energies. With soul's love, I transform and transcend conflicting thoughts and energies. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the need to control every outcome. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the need to control every outcome. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the need to control every outcome. With soul's love, I transform and transcend mental over-analysis. With soul's love, I transform and transcend mental over-analysis. With soul's love, I transform and transcend mental over-analysis. With soul's love, I transform and transcend uncertainty rooted in past experiences. With soul's love, I transform and transcend uncertainty rooted in past experiences. With soul's love, I transform and transcend uncertainty rooted in past experiences. With soul's love, I transform and transcend limiting beliefs that cloud my vision. With soul's love, I transform and transcend limited beliefs that cloud my vision. With soul's love, I transform and transcend limited beliefs that cloud my vision. With soul's love, I transform and transcend emotional noise and inner chaos. With soul's love, I transform and transcend emotional noise and inner chaos. With soul's love, I transform and transcend emotional noise and inner chaos. With soul's love, I transform and transcend self-doubt and hesitation. With soul's love, I transform and transcend self-doubt and hesitation. With soul's love, I transform and transcend self-doubt and hesitation. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the fear of making mistakes. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the fear of making mistakes. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the fear of making mistakes. With soul's love, I transform and transcend attachment to external validation. With soul's love, I transform and transcend attachment to external validation. With soul's love, I transform and transcend attachment to external validation. With soul's love, I transform and transcend old patterns that keep me stuck. With soul's love, I transform and transcend old patterns that keep me stuck. With soul's love, I transform and transcend old patterns that keep me stuck. With soul's love, I transform and transcend resistance to truth. With soul's love, I transform and transcend resistance to truth. With soul's love, I transform and transcend resistance to truth. With soul's love, I transform and transcend fragmented intentions. With soul's love, I transform and transcend fragmented intentions. With soul's love, I transform and transcend fragmented intentions. With soul's love, I transform and transcend confusion carried through ancestral memories. With soul's love, I transform and transcend confusion carried through ancestral memories. With soul's love, I transform and transcend confusion carried through ancestral memories. With soul's love, I transform and transcend all energetic blocks to clarity. With soul's love, I transform and transcend all my energetic blocks to clarity. With soul's love, I transform and transcend all my energetic blocks to clarity. With soul's love, I transform and transcend fear of choosing my highest path. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my fear of choosing my highest path. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my fear of choosing my highest path. With soul's love, I transform and transcend scarcity, thinking, and uncertainty. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my scarcity thinking and uncertainty. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my scarcity thinking and uncertainty. With soul's love, I transform and transcend inner conflict with compassion and awareness. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my inner conflict with compassion and awareness. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my inner conflict with compassion and awareness. With soul's love, I transform and transcend all confusion and align with divine clarity. With soul's love, I transform and transcend all confusion and align with divine clarity. With soul's love, I transform and transcend all confusion and align with divine clarity. Place both palms on your heart and feel that you are receiving. Keep your hands, palms there. Take a deep breath in. Imagine a golden light entering through your crown chakra. Allow it to travel through your entire body. As you exhale, release all confusion, doubt, and heaviness. Let the light keep flowing through your body, through your crown chakra. Again, inhale clarity, trust, alignment. Exhale confusion, fear, division. Once more, inhale clarity, trust, alignment. Exhale confusion, fear, division. One final breath. Deep in. Exhale and simply rest with your palms on your heart. And as you do so, hear the voice of your higher consciousness talking to you and saying, you do not need all the answers to move forward. You only need the courage to honor the truth that is already whispering within you. Many times you are not confused, but because truth is absent, you are confused. You are confused because truth carries consequences. You are confused because clarity asks for honesty, and honesty asks for change, and change asks for courage. Stop asking life for certainty before you take the first step. Take the first authentic step. Certainty often follows movement. Do not fear making imperfect decisions. Every experience refines your consciousness. No sincere choice is ever wasted. Trust what repeatedly brings peace to your body. Trust what expands your heart. Trust what deepens your authenticity. Your soul does not shout, it gently nudges. Slow down enough to hear it. You are here not merely to make correct choices. You are here to become conscious through your choices. Allow the clarity to emerge like the rising sun, like dawn, gradually, quietly, faithfully. And remember, confusion separates, clarity integrates. Choose integration, choose truth, and choose yourself. Feel the messages of the higher consciousness and all the affirmations that you said settling into each cell, fiber, muscle, tissue, organ, and chakras of your body. See them all being washed by the golden light that is helping you to align, synchronize, and vibrate at a higher frequency. Feel your body released of all the stresses that you are holding on to by relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your neck, and relaxing your body and your fingers. And as you do so, with your palms still on your heart, just say aloud the mantra of the day with me. I choose clarity over confusion, truth over fear, and alignment over uncertainty. I choose clarity over confusion, truth over fear, and alignment over uncertainty. I choose clarity over confusion, truth over fear, and alignment over uncertainty. Take a deep breath in and feel this mantra settling in your body. Feel yourself empowered. Feel yourself absorbing the power of clarity. And when you feel completely fulfilled, take a deep breath in gratitude to the masters, in gratitude to radical consciousness, your higher consciousness, in gratitude to Atman for making life easier for us with radical, gratitude to yourself for allowing the collective consciousness of the group to work for you, and gratitude to your own self once again for being here with an open mind to absorb the messages that the higher consciousness and the universe want us to live with. And with that, you can rub your palms together, massage your face, your scalp, cup your eyes, massage your face, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your body, your legs, your feet. Feel yourself completely grounded. Feel yourself being completely in the here and now. And when you do so, you can open your eyes. Take your time. Thank you for the heart picture. Any thoughts, any feelings, any occurrences, any experiences, any doubts, or anything you'd like to share with the group? Anyone?
Beautiful topic, Aarti. Very, very beautiful topic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sagari. Thank you, Snigdha. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Catherine. Okay. I wonder if you heard the whole recitation, Catherine. Were you able to?
I just arrived just at the beginning. It was so beautiful, so perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. Nina, you miss me? I'm right here. So you see, everything is a lesson. We have to learn to be detached to all situations, scenarios, people, etc. But that doesn't mean the attachment is not there, correct? So yeah, we have to learn to do that. But thank you, Nina. Thank you so much. Okay, Smita, thank you.
अभी कैमरा नहीं ऑन कर सकते मैम बट बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस था, नीडेड था.
Okay.
क्लैरिटीज तो होती हैं, नो डाउट.
Yeah. Okay.
बट कुछ ना कुछ ऊपर सरफेस पे आ जाता है.
Oh, yes, that is true. That is true.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी. तो वेरी वेरी गुड. और आपको देख के बहुत दिनों बाद और अच्छा लग जाता है.
Okay, thank you.
I feel fun with us ना in Radical. जो डेली मतलब कोई हमारे साथ है रेडिकल के साथ, हम रोज अटैच नहीं, मतलब रोज बात कर लेते हैं, डेली हमें कुछ ना कुछ उसमें से मिलता है.
Good. That is your own journey, Nina. You are making that effort. It is because, you see, that's how paths open up. That's what radical and that's what confusion and clarity is saying. The moment you decided to be part of it, and then you decided to be here every morning. You decided to take the lessons that are coming. So that is all the clarity that the universe is offering you because you made that choice. Same thing about confusion and clarity. When we choose clarity, There may be certain challenges. Even now, it's early morning for us in India. We all know it, right? So there may be many things people have to do. Somebody has to send their family to schools and offices, maybe prepare their own selves for their work, or maybe have some other activities that they do. So they choose this and be here. So that choice is also a clarity. Everything is a clarity when we choose to make it a part of our lives. And then avenues keep opening up for us. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Yamini, Ritu, thank you. Pratiksha saying, ma'am, does fragmented intentions mean confusion? Well, the fragmented word itself, when you shatter a glass, any glass, or let's say a mirror, so you'll see 30,000 pratikshas in that, isn't it? When you have one mirror, you see one pratiksha. But then if it is broken and you're looking into it, and in that you'll see so many pratikshas, and in some you won't even see the whole pratiksha. You might see a head area or a face area or a mouth area. It's all fragmented. So those are the portions that we talk about. And yes, it is confusion. But when you see fragmented as what it means, you will realize that that same part of you might be fragmented into very many sections of your life. Okay? And that needs to be taken care of. And then when you bring it all together, that's clarity. And when you have that clarity, you have that one mirror which you can clean completely and then see yourself. Correct? Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Anyone else would like to share something? Okay, great. See you tomorrow for Fulsome Friday. Let's see what comes up tomorrow. Then all the best. The recording will be posted in the group as usual. Time I cannot decide, but I will let you know. Okay? I will definitely post it. And another news for all the people from Delhi, whoever is still here, Atman is visiting us again. She will be here for the 30th of June, which is a Tuesday, for Soul Meta Plays. So anybody who would like to have a Soul Meta Play done, I'll write in the group also, but I'm just informing you. So she'll be here for 30th of June. Let me know in the group itself, and I'll make a plan accordingly. Okay? So thank you very much. Yes, Beena, why do you always raise your hand in the end, Beena? Yes, tell me.
Sorry for that. And thank you for this session, Aarti. Now that, see, sometimes I do have confusion in the sense, okay, I'm not able to recollect it because the moment you told about soul metaplay, I forgot what I wanted to say.
Okay.
So, this would be online or offline?
No, sweetie, what am I saying? You don't listen, Beena. I'm sorry to say that seems to be a situation with you. I said very clearly, Atman is coming to Delhi. So why would it be online? Yeah.
Okay.
I've asked the people, so please listen to everything before we have questions. Sometimes you'll get your answers directly when you decide to listen. Okay? She's coming to Delhi. She will be doing it here, obviously. And whoever wants it will have it here in Delhi. Otherwise, why would she go out of Ahmedabad or wherever she is traveling? If she's traveling to Bombay or Bangalore or Goa or Delhi, etc., wherever, naturally it will not be online. No? So just remember this for future. Okay?
Okay.
All the best. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day and see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.